Okay, the first thing I would like to ask. Okay, this is your first question, Kourosh. So,
Yeah.
as a migrant artist
Mhm.
to the UK, please share your experience as an artist back in Iran and now in the UK.
Right. Uh, as you know, in Iran at the moment, uh, there is a brutal regime, uh, and non every kind of art is mm, allowed to do for artists. So it's very limited, and uh, I didn't know that until I came to England, and I realized I've got many rights as a human which I hadn't in Iran. So as an artist, uh, I feel so free here rather than being in my homeland in Iran. And mm, uh, as you know, there was a revolution in Iran in 1979, and when the Ayatollahs and religious people took the power in Iran, they controlled everything, uh, and they control art as well. They used art as a tool to control people and encourage people to uh, achieve their aims. Yeah, I feel so free in England as a migrant artist.
Okay, great. Okay, your next question, Kourosh. Okay, so using both hands for painting, it's a characteristic that illustrates the creativity of an artist. Okay, it is said that the master Leonardo da Vinci was also ambitious painter. Is there
Mhm.
is there a particular reason for you to employ that technique? Okay, what was
Mhm.
the inspiration in using the method? Please explain more about your techniques you use.
First of all, thanks very much to compare me with Leonardo da Vinci. So, I'm not.
No, they say
Uh,
that he also used both hands. He used to use both
yeah,
hands as
yeah.
well. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, as I know, he used both hands for writing
Mhm,
rather than painting.
mhm,
Uh, but I can't write with both hands. It's only painting and drawing I can do with both hands. And yeah, I used to paint and draw uh, when I was child, and uh, uh, mostly portraits. And a few years ago, was in 2015 or 16, I realized I can paint and draw with both hands. So uh, since that time, I practiced a lot to use my left hand because I'm right handwriting. Uh, I use my left hand to draw uh, in the same time with my right hand. And I found out I can do scribbling with pen, two portraits in the same time, and two different people and two portraits at the same time with two hands. Yeah, I think uh, I'm not genius, and it is not very special ability in me. Everybody can do that with practice. If you can play piano with both hands, two different notes at the same time, so you can draw with both hands as well.
Yeah, great.
Mm.
Great. Yeah, thank you. So good answer. Yeah. So the third one is according to the particular picture. I have sent you the picture. You know, the one you
Yeah.
drew. Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is according to that particular painting. We see a different approach in this painting. So
Mhm.
could you please explain why you created this and what are you trying to say to the world of this painting? So do you want everybody to see the painting first or I can
Yeah. Have you
yeah?
got the painting ready to
I
show?
think I have to share my screen. Maybe give if you, yeah, that is okay. So this is the painting we are talking
Have you
about.
got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it on the screen. Have
Okay.
you? Can you see it on the screen?
Not really. Uh, you don't have it in your laptop,
Yes,
yeah?
I try to share it with you. 2 seconds.
You can share it. I gave you the permission. You can now. You will be able to do that. So go to the share screen button in the green button.
Yeah.
Yeah. And find the painting. No? But anyway, every other has seen the picture. So if you can describe that, that would be okay, Kurosh, rather than showing that.
Yeah, but I try to come back to the meeting, but I can't.
Yeah, we can see you now.
Can you?
Yeah.
Right, that painting
Yeah.
oh
This is
yes,
the one.
yeah,
Okay. This is the one. Thank you, Nishani.
is related to the occasion of the planting day,
Okay.
which I saw a picture in media. The supreme leader of Iran
Hmm.
watering a tree.
Okay.
I use that image to mix it
Hmm.
with the other image because as you know, since 1979, which revolution happened in Iran,
Hmm.
uh, Islamic regime killed thousands of Iranian people.
Yeah.
There's, and they they're making gibbet, gibbet for hanging people.
Hmm.
Uh, in every street, in every cities in Iran, and they persecuted people in the streets. And I remember when I was a kid, they they took children to go to watch the hanging people in the street, to create the fear in society. Is it clear,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah. 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 I can hear you. Yeah. You
Yes,
tell. Yeah. Yeah.
and related that occasion,
Mm.
uh, planting day, I was thinking that when they plant a tree, they use it for to make a gibbet to hanging people.
Yeah.
So the the regime, which the Ayatollah uh, Khamenei, which is
Mm.
the supreme leader in Iran, representing the brutal regime, watering a gibbet instead of watering the tree.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. Is it the real painting, or you just took the picture of the leader, and is it like a collage, or you
No,
photoshoot
it's
it?
digital. It's digital
Painting, yeah.
on
It is.
on tablet screen.
Okay. This is a digital painting. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So Nishani, can you unshare the screen so we can see everybody? Uh, yeah. You need to unshare.
I think it's gone now. Is it right?
No. No.
Or
You
can
need
you
to
still see that?
yeah. No, no. You need to unshare the screen.
Has it stopped? Or can you still see that?
No, the picture has gone.
Yeah.
You are there. Your picture is there now.
Really?
Yeah. You go to the share screen button and stop sharing.
Where is it?
Down or up? Can you see the green button there? Share screen.
I'm trying to get back now. Hold
Okay.
on. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a place you call stop sharing? Red button.
Yeah, that's what I have. I've done it already.
Have you?
Okay. Let me leave and I'm coming back soon. Just accept me, okay, Akka?
Okay, I will do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great. Right. Hmm. Yeah. Now, okay. Right. Great. Okay. Third question, Kurosh. Sorry about that. So,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Nishani. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. The third question we have gone. The fourth one. Okay. After listening to you, we thought that what we earlier believed about art is not true, and those ideas are mostly based on rumors and common understanding. But if you take us to the real history of arts, what do you have to tell us?
Uh, mm, I think there are different kind of art. Some kind of art based on static beauty, and some of them based on meaning. And uh, it depends. Audience pick which of them. Some people uh, looking for beauty in art, and some people looking for meaning and meaningfulness in art. It depends to what you're looking for in art. Uh, I believe artist has got responsibility for his society or her society, and the, because the artists are really sensitive. They respond to this, political issues around them in the society, and try to be a voice for mute people, for people who they have no voice in the society. Yeah, the art has responsibility in the society, and artists should follow this path to help other people to uh, achieve their rights in the community and society. I think so. I don't know
Okay.
uh, when that happened and how that happened, but I think art has responsibility.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Right. So the next question is a short
Mhm.
one. Do you think that an artist's manifestation can accomplish an active political intervention? Do you think that then the artist's manifestation can accomplish an active political intervention?
Yes, of course, because as I said, art is very direct media in society. You can't forge it. You can easily forgery or forge a piece of writing and change it to the way you want, but you can't forge art. And uh, the audience can connect to the art piece directly without any uh, mm, without any something between, like uh, other media or uh, news, fake news, and art can achieve this audience directly. So because the artwork is so pure, can uh, can be worse, much worse than thousand words. You know, when you read a book about something, is maybe you read thousands words to understand the meaning, but when you see an image, you directly understand the meaning. And so that's why the image is very powerful and can uh, unify people uh, for in political issues, I think.
Okay. Yeah, great answer. Thank you. So the next one, to comparison with our Sri Lankan Sigiriya frescoes. I believe that you have seen some of the paintings. Okay, right. The question is, we believe that you have heard about Sigiriya frescoes of Sri Lanka.
Hmm.
Does the message from such artwork that also has a similarity to Ajanta paintings in India
Hmm.
with
Yeah.
semi-nude paintings
Hmm.
have an adverse effect on the society? So couldn't a society with free thinking and a legal system appreciate such creations?
Of course, as I know, Sigiriya frescoes in Sri Lanka uh, mm, is influenced by Ajanta painting in India, and they are related to the Buddhism, as I know.
Mhm.
If you ask this question, uh, in terms of the nudity, I think the free society, mm, they are really appreciated nudity in art, because nudity is not porn. Is so different with porn in art, and address the innocent, pure, saint, and uh, yeah, show the innocent in art.
Mm.
And I don't think so. It's got adverse effect in society. Yeah.
Okay, kourosh. Okay, thank you. Shall we move to the next question then? Okay, so we can see some of your painting questioning the politics of your motherland.
Mhm.
Okay, such questioning is very humane. We also can empathize with them. They are universal. Do you believe that artistic creations can put pressure on politics?
Art is so strong tool uh, in the hands of governments. It's been like this uh, for a long time. Uh, if you back to uh, the Middle Age in Europe, they used art to unify people, and they 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 used art for in churches to encourage people to be religious, because religious people uh, are more controlled for governments, and government can control people with the religion as well as art, and they used art as well to control people, to unify people, uh, to to obey, actually. For example, if you back to uh, 19th century in Europe, uh, Nazi party, German, uh, mm, created the exhibition called Degenerate Artists, and they introduced many artists. They were modern. They were practice modern art, and the Nazi party called them degenerate artists. So they banned them to have an exhibition. They exiled them from the Germany to the other countries. They they mm, they put sanctions for them. They were not allowed to teach, and they were not allowed to practice art. Mm, so uh, when you study history, you see the art is very powerful tools in the society to uh, for for governments to control people with that. Yeah, uh, I think uh, mm, when you call yourself political artist, doesn't mean you are really like politics. Mm, as an artist, yeah, because you are so sensitive, you respond to political issues in the society, and that's it. So political artist is not a politician, and doesn't mean they they really like politics, because art is so far from the politics. Politics is full of lie and deceiveness and things like that, but art is pure and innocent. That's what I think.
True, true. Agree. Totally agree, Kurosh. Thank you. So, two more questions. One before last. Okay. The question is, even though you embed your ideology into your paintings, do ordinary human beings, have an ability to grasp them?
Well, when I create an artwork, I really don't think about the audience. I, when I come to my studio, close the door, and go to create something, uh, that's my reaction to the political issues and to the news as I hear from the internet and TV. That's my reaction. And really, I don't think about the audience on that time. I don't know if ordinary people can grab that goal or understand the meaning or not. But as an artist, when I'm going to create, I have to express myself. That's all. If some people can understand it, uh, very well. But if they can't, at least there is an address to go to research about the issue and understand the painting or art better.
Yeah. Okay, Kurosh. Thank you. So the last question, not least, okay. So, do you think art can change someone's life? What career advice you may give to a young artist like us, like migrant artists, or any artist, any young
Uh,
artist?
if you uh, uh, if you mean but that by that question, changing economically or uh, to be better human being. So, of course, art can uh, make you better human, but there is no guarantee economic,
Economic.
economically
Yeah.
to achieve the better life, because as you know, if you read the art history, there are lots of uh, artists. They live in uh, they live poor, and they had no money, and some of them didn't sell any artworks until they died, because art is for future. It's for it's not for now. And in modern day, because we got social media and internet and free TVs and radios, uh, artists can be well known easily if they practice a lot and uh, they introduce themselves to the society. Art, uh, my advice for artists, young artists, is to be themselves, only to be themselves, because uh, mm, individuality in art uh, is more important than anything. So the young artists should be themselves and practice a lot. They can achieve the goal, whatever they want.
Great. Okay. Kourosh, that was all of your question. One of the audience is having another extra question. If you don't mind, I'm asking. Is that okay,
No
Kourosh?
problem. Yeah,
This is regarding the painting you talk where we talk about the
yeah.
person who's hanging in that one, the vote ring, the thing. Okay, he's asking this question. I'm going to read it for you. Okay, so give a little answer about for this. Okay, okay. The question is, according to you, whom do you see as a painter who has been instrumental in political manifestation in the society through his pains in the world?
I can address many artists actually.
Mm,
Uh, Picasso is one of the most important
mm,
artists. Uh, he responded to the political issues of that time
mm,
on his time,
mm,
uh, and you you can say many German artists, Scherner, Otto Tex, and Mark Chagall even, and many other artists is they they really respond to political issues in their society. For example, Goya.
mm,
Goya was living in Middle Age in Europe, in Spain, and well, in that time, the churches are torturing people and they killing people, executing, hanging, and shooting people for their ideas. And you see in Goya's painting address that political issues on that time, the criticize their religion as well.
okay.
Mm.
Great, Kurosh. I think you nailed it. Thank you so much for your
You're very
answering
welcome.
our questions. I think I think I think there are one to how many people here? 13, including you, right? So if you don't mind to give a 5 minutes, can you demonstrate two hand uh, two hand face? You can pick any one of us.
Mm.
Or one thing, do you think you can do that now, or you are not
Yeah, I can do it. I can do
haven't
it now.
prepared yet? Or
I can do
okay,
it now, but
yeah,
I have to explain something. The two hands drawing
yeah,
is like a meditation for me.
yeah,
Uh, Picasso says,
yeah,
learn techniques as much as you can in painting and art.
mm,
But when you go for painting, forget about everything. Forget about all principles and technique you already learned, and be free, absolutely free. So uh, this kind of drawing, two hands drawing with scribbling, uh, give me chance to shut down my brain and don't think about anything else rather than the face in front of me. As you know, I do this performance in my workshops with live people, and it's, the most beautiful thing is engaging artists with the people in front him.
True. True.
Yeah, yeah, I can pick any one of you, and I
I
can.
think I can give you a really good one. This one, can you see this person? Wow.
It's finished.
That's
Fantastic,
a wonderful
Kurosh.
picture. Yeah, well
That
done.
is really, really nice. So appreciated. See, really nice. Wow.
Right.
Happy Ned Arjun.
Arjuna,
Maru.
say something,
eh,
Arjuna.
yeah, Kuros, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So this is the
Kuros,
person
actually,
you
I want
draw.
to, yeah, actually, thank you very much, Kuros. This is a priceless thing for me. After my love, this is the priceless thing in my life. First time have like this thing, and I want to say, really, I'm respect your humbleness and your humanity. You are a real gentleman and a human. I respect you, bro.
Thanks very much, bro. Thank you. Thank you so
Kurosh,
much.
Kurosh,
Uh,
you did this for me 2019. This is my portrait Kurosh did. Two-
ah,
Remember? Remember this
yeah.
done 2019. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago in we worked together that day, didn't we? Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. We had a workshop together.
Thank
Mm.
you. Thank you, Kurosh.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you so much. It's really, really, really. Do you mind someone ask one more question? Uh, they were a bit confused about why this art in different countries, different
Hmm.
approach, I mean, appreciation in especially in Asia and as a Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, India, those countries, art
Hmm.
is not very prominent. Okay, the people think art is not good. Everybody need to uh, be a doctor. They are trying to be a nurse, doctors and engineers. Everybody, but in Europe it's different. Why is that? What do you think? Why is that?
I didn't get it. Do you mean
In
in
the
our countries, like
like
which?
Iran, Sri Lanka, the Asian countries, the art is not it's a good subject to learn. The people are not appreciate art,
Mhm.
but in Europe, in UK, in Europe, the other countries, the art has some standard, right? They have appreciate art. What do you think? What is the difference? The people thinking of people, or what do you think?
Because I think they realized and understood the power of art in society
Mm,
before us. For example, for Middle East,
mm,
which is my country, my homeland country is there. The art was forbidden for 400 years. Sorry, 1400 years. So we had no such a thing as art. Art was only on architects, using architects and things like that, and decorating, just for decorating.
Yeah.
Art was forbidden, especially portraits art and other different kind of paintings and drawing. So we had no access to the art. If uh, in your countries, Eastern countries, uh, art didn't develop very much. European people uh, developed art mm, as much as they developed philosophies, uh, poetries, and many things,
Yeah.
industrials, and they were advanced because they get freedom before us. They get freedom nearly for 400 years ago in 16th century, but we are still limited and under the power of the governments of
Yeah.
our countries. That's why I think.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer, Kurosh. Well done, you. Thank you ever so much. So everybody is so excited. Everybody thank you so much on behalf of the group. I would like to thank you. So this is going to written on a paper as an article, as a question and your answers. Okay. Before
Right.
publishing, they will send me and I will check everything with you before
Okay.
publishing the answers.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
So I think the group like you to send me four of your pictures, photographs. Do you have any good photograph of yourself, Kurosh? Maybe
Yeah.
painting something or your self portraits, self photographs to to go with the interview, to go with the write up.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yes, please send me
Mhm.
2 or 3. Okay,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
you will be a star in Sri Lanka. Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
Yeah,
you will be
that's
star.
cool. I
You are
really
a
appreciate for this interview, and thanks very much for everybody listening and watching this interview.
yeah.
Thanks very much, you guys.
The most importantly, Kurosh, I think you came here just for invitation with us, right? So you didn't ask what is going to be, what's the payment or anything related to that.
Oh,
But that is what we appreciate. That is
that,
really
that,
appreciated. So
that's my
so
great honor,
yeah,
my friend.
thank you.
Mhm.
Anyway, so anybody have any question? Can we finish the කාට
යන්න
හරි
මේ
තව ප්‍රශ්න?
කවුද ජයමිනි අක්කා
ඔව්.
කුරෝස්ට මේ කියන්න දෙයක් කුරෝස් මේ I would like to have it in my hand, but I am afraid I don't want to trouble you to arrange the painting to deliver. Uh, but anyway, thanks a
No,
lot again and again.
yeah.
Uh,
He
it's a
will
priceless gift
Arjuna.
for me.
He will not the original. He will maybe we can ask him to send you a photo of
Yes.
your painting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
photo.
Definitely. Mhm.
Okay.
If I
So
send it to you, you can share it
yeah,
with him. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Please send me a photograph so I can send to Arjuna and rest of the people, rest of the group. Anyway, yeah.
Great.
Okay, Arjuna, photograph එකක් එවන්න.
Yes. Thank you very much, Kuros.
You're very welcome, Archana.
Okay.
Yeah.
කාට හරි වෙන මුකුත් නැහැ නේද? වෙන කාට හරි ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහනේ. එහෙනම් මේ
Akka,
කොච්චර
finally, I want to say a big thank you to Kourosh on behalf of all the participants today. We value the time Kourosh has given us, and we really appreciate.
You
Uh,
too.
and this experience was very enjoyable for you, as it was for us hosting this wonderful discussion. So have a lovely evening, Kourosh. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for this lovely interview, and hope you get a good result of it.
Yeah,
Of course, we hope so.
definitely. Definitely. Okay, එහෙනම් හැමෝටම ආයුබෝ වේවා. එහෙනම් thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
right
Thank you.
මම මේක දැන් වීඩියෝ එක එඩිට් කරලා කාට දෙවන්න ඕනේ? නිශානිටද මංජුලටද?
Nishani.
නිශානිට මම එවන්නම් එඩිට් කරලා. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Okay everybody. So have a good evening. So see you then. Bye bye.
Yes,
Bye.
have a good evening.
Okay, great.
Great.
Uh,
Bye.
bye.
I leave the group.